This episode we're going to be digging the potato patch and making a raised bed for the other vegetables. So you can see the soil that is very hard, needs to be dug over to turn it into nice, loose, fresh soil that we'll be able to plant in. This is quite hard work because the soil hasn't been dug for a long time, and unfortunately we've actually come across a great big root, which is probably a tree root or something, and it's pretty big and pretty solid. Finally, we can plant the potatoes. To do this, I need to dig a big trench, because potatoes need to be nice and deep in the ground. I dig a trench by using a spade on both sides, and yeah, nearly there. 3 more shovels. Potatoes love manure. We have a friend nearby who has a great big manure heap from her horses, and she said we could come and get some in our wheelbarrow. The trench was quite deep when we put the manure in, so before planting the potatoes, Wiggins helped us just top it up a bit with some more soil. As you can see, he found it very hard work and he was quite exhausted. After a quick bit of water, we were ready to plant the potatoes. These potatoes are just like the ones you find in your kitchen. We've allowed them to sprout a little bit because that gives them a good start in life. All we had to do now was cover them up with soil. Finished planting 2 rows of potatoes. We should start to see the first little plants come up in the next couple of weeks. As you can see, the chickens had a little go at digging them up just the day after we planted them. Thank you, chickens. It's been a week or 2 since the last clip, and I'm really excited to show you some of the progress with the seedlings. Over here you can see that the cucumbers are doing really well, and they're ready to go into bigger pots, and we'll put them in the greenhouse to grow into adult plants. The peppers have started poking their heads through. The chard is doing quite well. Behind these seedlings are lots of pots and you can't see anything in there. That's because these were recently planted with seeds for our next sowing. This means we'll have vegetables later in the year. Now, just follow me past here, how to trip up. These seedlings are still on the table over here, and they've also been doing well. The leeks are all ready to go into a seed bed. The beetroot's looking good, needs a bit of water, and the lettuces, they're really enjoying this nice warm weather. Now, while all these seedlings have been growing, we've been really busy preparing a vegetable patch to put them in. This was made, water those a minute. This was made in much the same way as the potato bed that you watched earlier. So we started by digging all the hard ground and turning the soil over, loosening it up and getting rid of stones. We then stirred in 2 sacks of horse manure to make the bed nice and rich for the plants. Finally, what we've been doing this last couple of days is putting some topsoil on. We've taken the compost from our compost heap and we're sieving it because it's actually it's not all completely well rotted, so there's quite a few big pieces still. So what we're doing, sieving it, and it's giving us a nice fine compost topsoil for the vegetable patch. So this will be finished over the next day or two.